Massive update today. New building, new enemy equipment, new enemy types, AI updates, and more? I started off the month by working on a spotlight. Fully automated, the spotlight will know when an enemy is in its view, causing all the surrounding enemies to know where that enemy is. And though the spotlight is sure to haunt you, there are a bunch of ways of avoiding detection. You can just, go around it, or you can find a switch and turn it off. Or you can shoot it, but this risks detection anyways as your gun makes noise. Overall, I should be able to use the spotlight to deter the player from taking certain paths. And after making that awesome spotlight model, I had the motivation to make a bunch of other props for the level. So I made these apartment buildings, and then I made the ocean. Subscribe if you like the ocean. I also added these concrete fences here around the spotlight, which you might have already noticed. They're fully destructible, so they look awesome when the ocean's up around them. Oh, what's that? New Gore Effects that I spent the last 2 weeks on? I spent the last 2 weeks making new Gore Effects. But yeah, totally worth all the bucks. Now you can attach limbs that have multiple limbs attached, like entire torsos or legs. On top of making the limb parts more satisfying to fight enemies, I also made a bunch of improvements to the AI. They can now strafe, can't hit me. I also made it so that if you go somewhere where they can't shoot you, they'll find a point at which they can. For example, if you're on the catwalk of these apartments, they'll know that they can go through the apartments to the window in order to shoot you from it. I achieved this using super advanced techniques, which is 100% the most efficient and effective way of achieving this sort of behavior. The next thing I added was bees. Well, to be more specific, I added wasps. And to be even more specific, zombie wasps, which when near a dead body do that. These are wasp nests, which can be grabbed by the player. And when these wasp nests are broken, they release wasps, which can damage, then infect bodies. Once infected, bodies will be continually revived unless they're missing a limb. So you can now lure enemies into these wasps and do something a little bit like this. Wow. Without spoiling too much, these zombies play a huge part in the story of Partizan, but I'm still going to keep that stuff a secret for right now. So if you want to see more of the story of Partizan and join me in the development of it, you should subscribe. And, ding the notification bell maybe, Anywho, I then spent years trying to figure out how to make my ragdolls more stable. Because when moving around while holding a ragdoll, they'd spaz out. So after trying a bunch of things, some which made things worse and some which maybe made things better, I stumbled upon this. A Unity forum post from 2015. Thanks, Nanico. I then scrapped this crappy system I had for forcefully putting player weapons away, and replaced it with a nice and clean holster system. So now I can forcefully put away player weapons when they're climbing ladders and things like that. Also, following some really awesome feedback, I added clipping on the stairs. And that's pretty much it. Leave any suggestions you have in the comments below. Like delete your whole channel or take your shirt off, stuff like that. I already have some things in the works. So if you want to see what's next, you should subscribe. And like the video if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time on the Tsitsky Variety Show! Sound of the video. I spent actually most of the time fixing the sound system. basically had to go through every single place that a sound clip is played, and yeah, reassign the audio clip and like the volume and stuff like that. So that was a lot of fun. Go click there, go watch more videos. Go click there, subscribe. Yeah, thanks for watching the whole video. Bye bye.